The quests. That's all 30. Where are you at? Nah, we're right here, though. We're supposed to go over here, right?
Another one stricken come to see the goods. Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against the rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later then.
Dang it. I'm gonna forget to do that now.
What's this? I don't know. Just don't.
King's Pass.
Another one stricken come to see the goods.
Worthy of a new song.
I hear now you've promised to write something for me.
Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye. What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered? Will they speak of us with respect or disdain? Bran was a great man. We shall remember him as a hero.
I feel like it makes more sense to have this later.
Our time amongst the living.
Okay. There.
Is but the... What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered? Will they speak of us with respect or disdain? Bran was a great man. We shall remember him as a hero.
Last night was...
Our time amongst the living.
You need not do this, child.
I know. But I want to.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. It is her decision.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bram of Clan Twirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Twirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see. Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira,
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
We're getting a lot of character entries. It can be difficult for a woman to gain the esteem of knights and warriors not accustomed to seeing female hands on the reins of power. It helps little when, like Birna, widow of King Bram of Skellige, the woman seeking power is filled with acrid disdain for her countrymen and their customs. One might argue that disdain is a valid reaction when, in the case of the passing of a man of power who embodies tradition, those customs call on her to follow long since outdated ritual and cast herself on her husband's funeral pyre. Justified or not, Birna's desire to rewrite age-old Skellige traditions put her at odds with the Jarls, and made it unlikely she would be remembered alongside Calanthe of Sintra or Mev of Lyria as a successful and revered ruler. King Bram, former king of the Skellige Isles, lived a long and storied life. When he finally felt decrepitude taking a hold of him, he went into the woods to hunt a bear armed with only a knife, and thus ended his reign. It was remembered as an honorable and respected one, though some complained he preferred raiding to confronting the Isle's long-term problems, and that he left his wife's tongue wag too freely. Some connected the two, claiming Bran sailed out to fight overseas battles to put off dealing with the ones awaiting him at home. Skellige sagas brim with praise for war chiefs and warrior braves of ages past, yet the saga of Krach, Jarl of Clan Oncrate and Lord of Caer Trold, will outshine them all. It will sing of his strength, his courage, his wisdom, his generosity, his loyalty to friends, and his relentless pursuit of his foes. There will be few exaggerations in such a tale, for Krach, the mightiest of Skellige's Jarls, truly did possess all the traits of a hero. He aroused terror in his enemies. In fact, Nilfgaardian mothers would use his name to frighten their children into obedience, and all in that empire spoke in hushed tones of the infamous Tirthy's Muir, the wild boar of the sea, who devastated coastal provinces during the frequent and terrible raids. Geralt had known Croc for long, since a time when, as a young man, the Jarl had sought the hand of young Pavetta, Ciri's mother. Most druids in Skellige differ from the deeply rooted continental stereotype of a gray-bearded old man in white robes bowing before sacred oaks, taming wyverns and pestering local lords with petitions to add yet another species to the list of protected beasts. Ermion, Geralt's old acquaintance, was no exception in this regard. This stiff-bearded, spindly man was the leader of the druid circle in Skellige. He was also Jarl Croc on Crate's advisor on matters of magic and the mystical, as well as on any and all issues requiring more refinement than a well-timed uppercut or a hard-swung axe. Ermion was known to be obstinate and to have a tenacity, quite rare in Skellige, to consider all possible consequences of a particular course of action before it was undertaken. All this meant that conversing with him demanded a considerable amount of time and patience. Okay, let's go see what clothes we got. Goose.
Brewer, don't eat so much.
Why the
Wonder
spit
if
not
he's
as strong
You're gonna
as
get hit
he
in the
looks.
gut and those herrings get tangled in your entrails. Get tired, huh?
of Clan Twisak, our valiant king. Great is our loss.
Almost
About to begin.
friends we show heart, foes we show heart.
There's your son's future. Aye, he is enveloped in the water and coiled into the sea.
Greetings. I'm Geralt.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day round here. Looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine. Just wanted to talk. Gotta say, I like the place.
I should hope so. Found it a ruin when I came here from Unvik. Gulls shitting into the tankards through the gaps in the thatch. I bought the hut, rolled up my sleeves, and made a proper alehouse out of it.
Why'd you call it the New Port?
Continuity. Owned the old port on Unvik. Few of my former customers come here evenings to reminisce about the old times.
What smells so delicious? Actually kinda in the mood for cards. Care for a round of Gwent?
I'm always in the mood for Gwent.
Sweet.
Into an iceberg. That's what snapped their oars.
Monsters. Of course, he sold me a bunch of monster cards. Smart. What are you gonna play? Here's where it all starts coming out. Play your cards. Shoot. I wanted to use it on the 8s. Ah! I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. Damn it. If he had not played that crone, I could have taken out all of his 8 cards. Damn it. Now, I'm not gonna have enough now. I just realized. He has 1 card left. Ooh, boy. That was close.
This has got to be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury. Tisaya de Vries, the poison source, still turns to it for inspiration.
No one is born a mage. You still know too little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magic ability using, let us say, natural methods. The results of these pseudo-experiments far too often can be seen in the gutters of our cities and begging outside our temple walls. Far too often we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women. Women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves as prophetesses, seers, village diviners, and miracle workers. Cretins with brains degenerated by the uncontrollable power they inherited. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities, and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain will look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Others, sorceresses most often, mature into their magic powers with gonads intact. They can conceive and give birth, and have the audacity to consider the good fortune a blessing. Yet, I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the question posed at the summit of Sidaris. I answer with every creditude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. Why do you have a rake?
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes, deeply personal possessions.
Oh, this is a stash. My thoughts turn with increasing frequency to the idea of capturing of Jinn. If I could just harness its power, there is much I would gain. Amos var Yips's tome confirms what I have long suspected, that despite my failure to do so previously, taming a Jinn is, in fact, possible. According to var Yips's, the difficulties involved in bending such a being to one's will can be overcome. He managed to do so, at the least. Alas, this does not mean his methods will necessarily be useful to me. Each Jinn is different. Each case requires a singular approach. I've more experience unraveling such magic riddles than almost anyone else alive, and if Geralt, with his talent for wrestling unruly magical beings, agrees to help, we just might find a way to do it. The problem is, we must first find a Jinn, a daunting task unto itself.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed. No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white. The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
Alright then. Let's see what clothes we got. I feel like Geralt would go more for this color.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for her? Who exactly is she to me?
Good question. What is she to you, Geralt?
Nice job.
Not a weakling.
Get a haircut?
Greetings.
Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great King Bram.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Gladly look at what you got.
Wise man. No common rags among my wares.
Getting low on money.
Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
Tain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveler.
No. No. This is probably what I had at the beginning. Yeah, I'll just stick with this one. Yeah, I'll take it.
So long.
I like Geralt facial hair. Vagrant. Sorry.
May your axe never crumble.
I want to clean that up.
Why the spit not? Because if you get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled in your entrails, there'll be no hope for you.
Falmer's right. Shouldn't eat or drink too much horror raid. After though, revel till you drop.
It's nice every once in a while to just stop and walk around. Just immerse yourself.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
I admit I don't really do that often enough as it is, but this is kind of why I like open world games like RPGs and stuff. So when you actually do stop and smell the roses, basically, you
I'm weary of hearing.
can really see all the effort that was put into like the NPCs and background characters and stuff. All the little animations that they do. I think I remember saying this once, but in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, there's apparently one animation where it's a guy reading Alice in Wonderland to a group of kids. And I don't think I found it myself, but you know, if you just stop and look, you never know what you'll come across. Plus, it's nice to just take things slow for once. Look at the mountains. Listen to the wind. Hum along with the music.
last night was...
Got me eye on you.
I haven't done anything.
I am tired.
Maybe you should go get some sleep then. Excuse me, guys. Mind if I slip ahead of you? Excuse me. Thank you. Have a good night. I wonder how cold it is. Here's fingers getting numb. But the Witchers have a higher body heat than us. Well, there's a good question to ask. What's a Witcher's tolerance for different weather conditions? And is that natural, or is that something else? If at all. Just out of curiosity. Hello. Wind howling through the tunnel. We don't have any bats flying through.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
Okay.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
I'm Geralt, a Witcher.
Berna, Queen of Skellige. I'm glad we've met, but you must forgive me. Duty calls.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you. You're dazzling.
You know, I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
Foreigner, watch your step.
What have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot we ripped from the Black Ones.
We've also wine from the temples of Melitele, remote ones. Wonder what'll please Bran more. Your victuals.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Got me eye on you.
Lady Yennefer. Sir,
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Krach on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Hjalmar and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lugas, Madman Lugas' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otrek on Hindar.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Ceres on Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Krach about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
Okay.
Run, baby. Get them speedrun stretch. Be super Witcher.
We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first, wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Shall we put some coin on it, Lugos?
Dang it.
Dog shade idea. You never pay up.
Oh, come on.
Show me what you've got, monster slayer.
Oh, I'm supposed to... Wait, no! Ah!
Hurry it up, old man!
Damn it!
You've got monster slayer.
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's.
Kinda close, but...
Yeah, because you a goon.
Well, I didn't know I was supposed... I thought I wasn't sure if I was supposed to leap over or what. I was trying to stay on the path, but I was trying to also look at the map. But I still won.
See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a witcher, Sparrowhawk. It'll likely happen to any of us. Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Got a minute? Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Farewell.
What? What, Nordling?
There's 3 black ones in there.
Yeah.
That's the head, shoulders, and wouldn't that itself be too present?
Across the wide summer sea, I will say, I must leave you behind. You might think me unkind. Across the wide summer sea, I will say.
What do you know?
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Dona and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Thought Skellige's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs. But Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hinders Fial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully melty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Calm down, Lugos.
No wench will teach me how to fight.
That was not my intention. Come, Geralt. I believe this discussion's run its course.
That's true.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
We shouldn't be breaking into Ermien's workshop.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say you needed to grow a pair. But I know that you simply enjoy complaining. It's the only reason you said that.
Why would we go there?
To retrieve an item. The Mask of Urboros. We'll need it and therefore must steal it.
Right. Course.
Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Well, I'm gonna loot all of the drink.
Yes? Yes?
Sorry.
Okay. Good. I am looting. You got nothing for me?
Yes?
Don't
Yet?
talk.
Footsteps.
I keep.
Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close.
So much drink. And some fruit.
Hey, fruit's pretty good.
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Jennifer, are you dumb? Tristan? No skill of 1 to 10.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
That's not fair. You know, some of us gotta use our legs.
Geralt also hates teleporting.
Oh, that's I forgot that.
Good thing these windows open.
Hey, Luke.
I know.
Get your drink. And if you have too much drink, drink.
Sound logic.
Just saying. There's no fault to my logic.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Looks alive. Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please. Yes?
$100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods.
It's like sand. Gets everywhere.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection. A reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it. Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. Can feel them.
That's one
Closer.
less.
Everywhere.
That's one less.
Strange. No, mushrooms.
No. To my mind, it's the scent of sleep. That's one less. That's one less.
Oh, you dead.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt.
Never mention this to Vesemir.
What do you mean? Sure, you would love to know that you managed to disarm a stuffed bear.
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Yeah, but what about all the dead taxidermies? That's pretty big.
Ah, our dear Druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
What does this Mask of Ouroboros do?
Letter bearing Ermion's
Wondrous
seal
world of
to
insectoids.
the druids. Warns them
Ritual
about
plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived on Skellige. Her name is Yennefer and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles and will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Yennefer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Yennefer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the North and who most recently has been working with the Nilfgaardian Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. Yennefer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the site of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Vengerberg is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past her and Krog's paths crossed. I suspect she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers.
Okay.
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in.
Okay.
Skellige's tales about the Wild Hunt.
The island folk of Skellige, like many nations of the north, hold a series of beliefs about the Wild Hunt as recorded in legends, myths, and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune. Characteristics of their tales, and distinguishing them from their continental versions, is that the islanders imagine the Wild Hunt not as a cavalcade of wraiths galloping across the night sky, but as a ghostly longship. The vessel, called the Narglfar, is said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers remove the nails of their dead, expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, the Narglfar sails out of Morhog, the land of chaos.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female. A child's skull.
There's a lot to interact with here.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Big wand.
A sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Still, you see a sword in a stone, you have no choice but to at least attempt it.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted that the sounds of debauchery pouring out of the rooms drowned out the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned, as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by this house of ill repute, standing in the very center of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of a silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his working hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal even. A cheating husband. How many similar affairs had he unraveled? The worst was that his employers never truly wanted him to bring in irrefutable proof of their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of hearts they always hoped his investigations would prove their husbands modest citizens, and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexandria to a place in which fleshly pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in an unsettling calm. Ho turned the doorknob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. I knew.
Here's a Skellige.
Clan Tweersik, master of Skellige, was founded by a hero named Tyr. Legend has it that to take possession of the land promised him by Hemdall, his father, Tyr first had to defeat a great and powerful bear named Yngvar. It was well known that no mortal had ever survived an encounter with Yngvar, so Tyr decided to prepare properly for the fight. He ventured into the deepest cave in Skellige, and with the fire of the bowels of the earth as his furnace, he forged a blade so fine it could slice a hair lengthwise, and so strong it could fell 100-year-old tree in one blow and not be dulled. Huilin, his mother, engraved protection runes upon the sword by the first light of dawn so that it would protect Tyr from the bear's attack. Yngvar was defeated. Tyr became master of Skellige, and his descendants are one of the wealthiest and most powerful clans in the Isles to this day.
Is that the sword you were looking for?
No. Oh, this was Priscilla's song.
Ah. Oh.
That's cool.
Dwarven triple mead. A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
What about the bear? Or the statue? Oh.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Thanks, Yen.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Sweet.
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
I figured it was either that or the skull.
I was thinking the skull or the pine cone, actually, so I was totally wrong. Whoa, that's a golem.
This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Cross the rock, it's a trap!
Hear that?
Smelled it.
Hold on.
Dude, we got an infused shard.
How to survive an encounter with an earth elemental? Simple. Run. Fast as you can. Earth elementals are made of mud, clay, sand, and rock dust, clumped together with water and brought alive with magic. While seemingly slow and ponderous, these creatures are nevertheless dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. I mean, they're literally made of stone. Of course they are.
Dude, we cost. And it was all.
Grate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Alright, let's look around for a way to escape. Future. Drop the coin to the Witcher. You can just turn all the lights on?
I don't know. I'm just looking around, seeing if anything pops out.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Why do you have to think of something?
I don't know.
Is that
It
like
probably
the-
helps. It probably helps channel the destination.
Well, I was going to say neither of those are a destination anywhere other than in the death chamber.
I have no idea how magic works.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle. Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Croc.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you. Oh no.
I missed you too.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Croc's waiting.
Is that so?
Yen, let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't even try. My, oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
We ought to get back to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
You guys are into some interesting stuff.
Croc and Crate asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will. May the best man or woman win. What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Art Skellige's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Anvol, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarachir and Ard Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Osgard, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
If either Hjalmar or Cerys need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Hey, level up. I can probably change out of this now. Where are my master? There we go. There. Okay, there was a sword smith or
Brand
something
those
here.
swords, but I prefer
Of course I gotta figure out where the heck I am right now.
Self, Holger. You're drunk as a sea swine.
Got.
Aye? How are things on Pharaoh?
There's always. It's pissing buckets and fucking freezing.
See, you're bursting with pride.
No use couldn't see shit running. Pharaoh is a rock overgrown with pines, but we've no need for more.
Can't eat pine wood.
But use it to build a longship, and you'll eat your fill of what others have grown and bred, after you've taken their wenches and their gold, burned their homes to the ground. That's how Clan Dimon lives.
Farewell.
Greetings, Geralt.
With Bran gone, by my count, that makes you the eldest of the Jarls.
Aye, it does. But I trust it'll not be for long.
Not like any of the others stand out, age you.
Nay, but I'll gladly pass the honor to the next in line. I've lived my fill, steeped my hand in the blood of foes, felt the warmth of the southern sun and the bite of the northern winds, the touch of women of the east and west. Now, I wish to die a death worthy of song.
What's new on Hindersfjall?
New? Lofferton lies in ruins. The garden has been devastated. At least Muckvark's a problem no more, thanks to you. Now, if you could send the King of the Wild Hunt the same way...
All in good time. Farewell.
They say he poisons the arm, the berry of his
This way. Oh. Is it?
What's this?
It's, adornment. They engraved it.
Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not looking pretty.
Greetings, White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Oh, yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellige is right here at Cairtrolda Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
Looking for someone who can make me a master quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
What do you got? Shoot! Oh, wait. Sell. Sell, sell, sell. Why do I have these?
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Bring it. Ah, full test as well. I knew it. Oh yeah, one of your own, huh? What's your last card? I win. Close one. Dwarven Skirmisher, huh? Okay, let's read all these. After the discovery of marks related to the Bear School of Witches in the ruins of Castle Tuirsek, Professor Adenstein sent me to prepare a map similar to the one prepared by A. Kermith, indicating the various locations in the archipelago where these symbols occur. Professor Adenstein was, of course, correct in his suspicions. I quickly found such locations and have marked them on this map. Following Professor Adenstein's instruction, I am studying remnants of the presence of witchers from the Bear School. I've discovered more and more locations marked with their bear symbol. Naturally, I've marked each on this map. I've noticed something disturbing. For some time, a certain strange gentleman appears to have been following me. He stays at the same inns and roadhouses as I, sticking close to me like a shadow. I've decided to return at once to the place where I began my research, namely the ruins of Castle Tuirsek, to meet with the other members of the expedition. I am charting a direct course for the spot where we immersed our study, the ruins of Castle Tuirsek. As I travel, I have been marking the additional locations with the bear symbol which I have discovered. He's still following me. The map is damaged and covered in blood, hard to decipher which locations are marked, and only a portion of the text is legible. In the ruins of Castle Tuirsek, that is where we made our first findings. I shall be safe there. This portion covered in blood. Ibrahim Sav... Elgar hid further improvements to the equipment used by the School of the Wolf in various regions of the Skellige Isles. He put some in a wooden fort in southern Ard Skellig. Another set he hid in the ruins of the western portion of Hindersfjall. A third stash was hidden in the burial mounds found in western Ard Skellig. Some of the improvements to School of the Wolf gear are hidden in the Skellige Isles. Elgar left them in the central part of Ard Skellig and in the ruins of two watchtowers, one on Unvig, one on Speakerug. He wanted them to be available for witches who need them and are clever enough to find them. Time to hunt some bears.
Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not looking pretty.
Wow, part 6, jeez. So let me check then. Griffin, 3, 4. Cat, 4. And 3. Okay, wolf, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. 6. I got bear, 1, 2. 3, 4. Jeez, okay, 30. Those are the upgrade diagrams. Let's see where you're at. You know what? Let's go get some bear school. That'll be the last thing I do for this video. Assuming I can craft it.
I've no clue what to get here. Yeah, nice.
There's a quest. Oh, more stuff showed up. Hopefully this is quick. Because this is already over an hour and a half long, I believe. So, hopefully I can finish this quickly. Because it is also getting late.
You'll quiver in your breeches as if Ragnarok were upon us. Keep with a tower.
Call that real.
Warriors and go for glory, I tell you.
And disappear like the others. Not a chance. The tower's cursed. It brought the gods' wrath upon us. Curse out battle.
Storm, damn it.
It's always a storm. Where's the entrance? That's the question. No way up there. We gotta go around. Nope. Damn it. No, stop. Go this way. Come on, Geralt. Stop.